Never mind, let's kill him.
You can't do that, can you? If you kill him now, you'll never know what that mysterious device of his does.
What are you waiting for?
Goof.
Dance. The perfect flame that dwells within us. That's right, because through it all, we are Phoenixes! Accept your tribute.
Ciel.
An army of the undead bowing before
Oh yes,
me.
here we go. And
Brian, this device you made appears to be defective. No,
You weren't the thing's creator?
my dear Manuel.
he's so cute.
Bastard! You were lying all along! What an absolute farce!
And yes. Yes. Here we go.
The man can use a death scythe. Bloody hell! Rein it in! You know we're not meant to kill humans!
Yes.
I don't remember the last time I laughed this much. I'm afraid this is where I must step in. The death of a man so entertaining would be a loss to the world, if you ask me.
Oh, you're
I
joking.
cannot allow you to take his life.
Oh my God.
Sorry, little Reba.
Yes. Yes. Fuck him up. Oh my God.
Careful. I suppose it's over. I did so enjoy when this room was filled with laughter.
I don't understand this.
You cloaked your true power masterfully. Hiding your eyes was smart as well. They would have given you away at once.
I should have known. He fooled me too. Yes, of course, those eyes. Yes, that yellow-green phosphorescence is a dead giveaway. He's a Grim Reaper.
That brings back memories. It's been half a century since anyone called me that.
Damn.
This whole time the Undertaker was a Grim Reaper?
Duh.
So this was all just some elaborate trick? You told me that we could use this device to control the corpses.
Yes, perhaps I misspoke.
Why would you do
I
this?
just couldn't help myself. You were trying so earnestly to bring the dead back to life using medicine, and it was desperately amusing.
I had a goal. I wanted to use medical knowledge to make the world a healthier place.
Did you, though? When you began relying on the technology I offered, your work was no longer purely medical. Don't you see? A man who performs procedures on his patients without understanding how they work is no true doctor.
I just wanted...
You believed everything I said, lapped up every lie I told like an eager puppy. That's a good boy.
To be clear, it was never Druid masterminding the reanimation experiments. It was all you.
Do you think so? Normally I would leave you guessing. But those Phoenix posers were hilarious enough to purchase a veritable mountain of information, so I will tell you all. You are correct. I'm the one who reanimated our decomposing friends here.
To what purpose?
It's difficult to explain. At first, I suppose, I was just curious about people and their mortality.
Oh, it's that thing.
When a person has both a soul and a body of flesh and bone, she is alive. She travels through life, growing from child to adult, and as she does, all of her memories are inscribed in her cinematic record. Then, when her body at last perishes, a reaper appears to collect her soul. That is where the record ends, and the quick becomes the dead. That is the task of the Grim Reapers, you see. We remove souls from the bodies in which they were housed, thus ending each record at the appointed time. It's what we do, day after day, without attachment, without incident. But after so much time spent reaping, my mind began to wander, to question, until one day a thought occurred to me. What if there were more after the record reached its end? If I spliced in additional footage, so to speak, after the point at which the soul was removed, then what would happen to the body of the deceased?
So then, what you're saying is that you edited the records?
Would you like to see? Go on then, have a look. I'm sure you're dying.
Charlie Chaplin costume. Forgot about that.
What? What's happening?
What are we seeing here?
Yes, I know it looks confusing at first, but it was really rather simple in the end. At the point at which death is supposed to occur, I added a false record onto the real one, and so it became never-ending. Then, as I predicted from the outset, the flesh thought it was alive again and began to move. It was soulless and clumsy, an empty husk, but one with a purpose. You see, when these bodies awaken, they instinctively know something is missing. They seek the souls they have lost by ripping open the bodies of the living. Think of it as balancing accounts with their unending cinematic records.
So, they're coming after our souls? That's why they're attacking?
Not that it will do them any good, of course. No one else's soul could ever become their own. They're bizarre
Don't do
dolls,
it.
neither living nor dead. Flesh puppets with no self of their own.
Reloading.
Her skin may be waxy white and marred by sutures, but she's nearly as beautiful as in life. And now her mouth no longer babbles or lies. Her head is empty of all but a single desire. It must be a vast improvement over her living self, I should think.
You disgust me.
Clearly, you are still a child if you don't understand the appeal, my lord. I assure you, there are plenty of people who desire my bizarre dolls. Utterly incapable of either pain or fear, they consume the living, always intent on finding a soul. Just think, the perfect military animals, aren't they? A certain group was interested to see how effectively they could be deployed, and I was happy to oblige. This seemed to be a good place to conduct a controlled experiment, so I arranged to have an equal number of humans and dolls aboard. Which side will be the victor? How many will survive?
You are unhinged.
I must say, though, when I designed this experiment, I hadn't imagined we would hit an iceberg. Now that I've left my Reaper job, I don't have a to-die list to reference, you know. Still, it saves me the trouble of sinking the ship, so perhaps I should be grateful.
It's time we put an end to this lunacy.
Agreed. It may mean overtime, but Reapers have no business distorting death.
He's gonna
So if he
fuck
isn't
you
wearing
up.
spectacles, does that mean he's not technically on the job anymore?
Forget the bloody spectacles. He's still a Reaper, and Reapers are strictly forbidden from interfering with matters of life and death in the human world.
Fancy hearing that out of your mouth.
There is no difference problem here. I don't give a damn how attractive you are. Cutting a girl's face is unforgivable.
Ooh!
Let's end this show out.
So calm.
Why are you interfering, Bessie?
I'm afraid I cannot allow you to dispose of him just yet.
Huh?
We have a solemn duty to present the entire truth of this incident to Her Majesty.
Yep.
To do that, we will need him in one piece.
We're Reapers, and this is obviously a Reaper issue. Keep your noses out of it.
I'm a butler, and this is a butler's job. Kindly keep your nose out of it.
Now, boys.
I love a stoic as much as the next girl, but now really isn't the time. Very well. If it's a battle you're after, I'll give it to you without restraint.
The fact that you know the word restraint is by far the greatest surprise of this very surprise.
Essentially, whoever gets to him first is the victor.
Just soaking it all in.
Not to be immodest, but I like my chances in this game.
Rabbit.
It's like a pack of dogs after a fox. Fascinating. I can't wait to see who'll sink their teeth in first.
Uh-oh. Oh, they're gonna get fucked up. Yep. Nice. He's so fucking quick. Oh, nice.
My mistake, thought you were him!
Then perhaps you should have your eyes examined. Reapers are on a terribly near side. Didn't you know?
Which puts you at a disadvantage.
No.
I sliced it. Then what's that?
Yes.
My spectacles!
If you're still relying on your eyes, you have a long way to go. How much damage can you hope to inflict with those tiny utensils?
But our silver may lack in size, it makes up for in sharpness.
So I see. A rather pitiful showing, lads. 3 dogs and nobody managed to catch the fox. And here I thought you were going to bag me.
I find him exceptionally irritating.
Let's get on with this. The ship is tilting like mad.
You're not gonna win.
We don't have time to make it pretty.
Right, no more games! Time to bag us a fox!
Here we go.
Impossible! Death signs are the sharpest blades in the world. There's nothing they can't cut. So how do you keep blocking us?
They say a death sight is sharp enough to cut anything. However, we Reapers know that claim isn't entirely accurate, don't we? There is something they can cut. Just one thing.
Impossible!
Fuck you up, boy. Oh! Woo! Oh my god. What a beast.
It's a death sign!
Yep.
Yes, of course. Multiple death signs exist, and therefore, the claim that one can cut anything must be false.
I thought a Reaper's scythe was confiscated upon retirement.
We've been together so long I couldn't bear to part with it, you understand. Though I admit smuggling it out wasn't easy. Well now, it would appear that the tables have been turned and the hunters have become the hunted. Are you ready, little foxes? I'm after you now.
Oh shit. Holy shit! You're joking! Oh, that's terrifying.
Wasted effort. Truly, I can slice through a table as easily as snapping a biscuit.
They kept you occupied long enough for me to get inside your reach.
I see you have a fair hand for strategy. Luckily, I happen to as well. I've dreamt of fitting you for one of my coffins for so very long, my lord. I knew that would do the trick.
Bye. Everybody's gonna scream, I know it. Here we go. They're about to be so disappointed.
Human lives may be fragile things, but dragging one along with you is a lot of work, isn't it, Butler? Quite a lot. I've always been curious about you. Why would vermin such as yourself wish to don a uniform and play at being a servant? Perhaps watching your record will give me the answer.
Sebastian!
He's calling in sorrow, in anger, in despair, and terror. He spits out curses and they fall like flames from his tongue,
That's different.
summoning me to him. Tell me, boy, what is your name?
You wish to know what my name is? It's Ciel. My name is Ciel Phantom Hive. I am the heir to the Phantom Hive earldom.
I see. Good. In that case, before we begin, I shall have to assume a form befitting the servant of an earl.
Now, give me my first order. I am at your service, my lord. There were 3 things that he wished of me. To protect him and never betray him until he carried out his revenge.
No.
To follow his orders with absolute obedience.
And to be honest with him at all times. I suspected the task would prove difficult while smartly performed.